Look, man, Naby Keita's a player. Naby Keita is a player. Look, I've got to shout out a man like Matt from Football Banter Show, man. I was very, 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 very super impressed with the Naby Keita. Yeah, I was very impressed with the dude, man. And I think looking at this again, you know, this is going to be a tough game for Liverpool, and I think I like this game, especially coming in the second game of the season, because yes, I do mean offense to West Ham. They were trash. They were completely and utterly trash. And I think Crystal Palace are going to be one of the surprise teams of the season. Shout out to Roy Hodgson. At his age, he's still, you know, saying, well, what's up? Crystal Palace are at home with, in my opinion, one of the most exciting players in the league, in Zaha. There is serious proposition. I mean, if your boy Pep Guardiola with Man City and how much he spends is afraid of playing Palace at Palace, you know how good this team can be. So this is going to be a very, very testing and tasking game for Liverpool. So I think for Palace, 100%, they will know that, look, man, we have... you see, there is a way to beat Klopp's team. There is a way to beat Klopp's team. If you try to play them, you will lose. Simple as that. Especially this Liverpool team with the weapons they have. You try and play them and you give them space, they will tear you apart. You defend it deep. You do not give them space. You force them to play in front of you. You do not give the front three any kind of space, and you do not create a situation where it's the front three in the spaces with your back three or your back four where you're giving them those channels. If you shut that down, you tell your midfield to come a bit back and your midfield to come and help you. So you're double teaming on Firmino, Mane, and Salah. And when you have the ball, you break. You break quickly because Klopp always tells his men that I want you to push forward. I want you to aggressively push forward. So when you win the ball and you intercept it in key areas and you break and you have the speed of Zaha on the wing to get at it, that is the repertoire and that is the recipe of beating Klopp's teams. So I do think for Hodgson, I think he definitely needs to, he has to, you have to. This is what I always say. If you are the inferior team, the first thing you work on is the defensive plan. You do not have the privilege to, or you do not have the privilege or the luxury as an inferior team to start focusing on what you can do attacking-wise. You have to look at the opposition and study the opposition because the opposition is better than you. So the first thing you have to think about is, because you don't want to lose the game, how do we stop the opposition from scoring? That is the first thing you must think of doing before you do anything else. That is just a fact. That's just how it works. I'm sorry, that's how it works. So with regards to Liverpool, I think for them, you know, I definitely want to see what Naby Keita does in this game, and I think he's going to be very crucial. So will the defense as well, because I think Van Dijk and I'm expecting Lovren to be playing. I think, you know, they're going to be very important because, again, if Crystal Palace get those breakaways, and especially if Zaha finds space, and you know Benteke is it, but especially Zaha, if they find space, it's going to be very important on Van Dijk's positioning. When did they go out? Because if they go out high, they're going to win the ball early. Because if they miss the ball, Crystal Palace have the ability and the speed and the skill to be able to capitalize if there's a misplaced tackle or somebody goes out of position or does not make that clearance. So I think for Van Dijk and Lovren and so forth, their reading of the game has to be on point. Same thing with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, who may have to squeeze in and try and help them if a mistake is being made. But I think for Liverpool, you know what their MO is. It's about that front three. How they interchange, how they move the opposition around and creating space. So I think what Klopp wants is let us give them space. But the key thing is this, is that as a manager, you have to manage different situations. So if Palace take on board what I think that they should play with, that is where Naby Keita comes in. So if they restrict the space, so there isn't that ability for Salah to run into the channels, Mane to run into the channels, and Palace are saying you now have to play in front of us. That is where Naby Keita has to now take control of the game, hold of the ball, and try and move the position. Because he's not going to drive forward with the ball, make that through, but drive forward with the ball, and that's when the flank men have to come in, give them the ball into space, cutting on the inside. So they're going to move out wide, move the middle, wide, middle, wide, middle. So the variation is what Liverpool may need to employ to themselves in order to move around Crystal Palace if they decide to sit deep and make it a very frustrating defensive game for them. I think they're going to be G's in this game. I think they're going to be G's in this game. So my prediction, 3-2 to Liverpool. I think Liverpool can take this. 3-2 or 2-2? 3-2 to Liverpool. I'll go with my first one. 3-2 to Liverpool. I think they're going to be G's, they're going to be big goals. I think they're going to be opportunities. But I think Liverpool will eventually outscore Palace, because I think Palace will open themselves up, especially being at home. I think Palace being at home, I don't think their fans will want them to sit back deep. I think their fans will want to encourage them to go out and attack. I think with them being attack, them leaving space, I think Mane is that dude though. Mane is that flipping. I think Mane is going to be able to exploit them and really fully grab them open. Bada 3 smacks. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.